Yeah, hello, this is Dave from cheapbooks.com. I'm playing World of Tanks. The tank is a Crusader SP. This is a British Tier 7 SPG, and the map is Mines. This is a very interesting video. It's a replay. It's very interesting. I advise you to watch it all the way through. I'm working on a new technique that will absolutely make you a better player and give you a huge advantage over the enemy. Basically, I'm working on a technique to shoot invisible tanks that are unspotted. Right now what I'm doing is you'll note that I'm taking a close position as opposed to hiding in the back. This is a fast tank, number one. Number two, I don't think it has a very long range. It probably does reach across the map. But number three, the closer you are to the enemy, the faster you aim, and the faster the shell gets out there, so they have less time to avoid your shell. So I'm trying to play to get close to the enemy, but I still don't want to be spotted. But what's important about this game, like I said, is I'm going to try and shoot at the enemy SPGs before my allies spot them. And I'm going to show you how I do it. And I am going to fail. However, you're going to see that this technique absolutely works. This is going to be not the part where I'm aiming for the SPGs. I'm just looking for other stray tanks in the game. But we'll get to the SPGs pretty soon. I'm going to advance. Okay, here it is. I know that the enemy SPGs are in this area. The question is, how do you figure out where they are? There are two SPGs. I know exactly where both of them are. I will show you. I'm going to pause the game. One of the SPGs is where in this area behind this building. He's over here on the right, but I don't know where. But I know that he's here, and I was trying to locate him. I was shooting. I thought that he was like around in this area, and I was trying to shoot over here, but I don't think I ever got a hit on him. And when they see me firing at them, they know that I know where they are, so they move around. The other SPG is in this area, but I believe he's along the red line somewhere. At first I thought maybe he was over here, but I later determined that he's somewhere on the red line. And I took shots at him, but I was unable to connect with him either. And you're going to see how I figured out where they were. You're going to see how I aim my shots. And like I said, this is the first time. This isn't the first time I've used this technique, but it's the first time that I spent a lot of time analyzing tanks to try and locate them. Okay, did you see that? A tank just fired from right here. Now, the shot is at the front of the gun, so the tank has to be somewhere in this area. But the problem is, where do you aim? You know, I saw it come from right over here. That means the tank has to be filling in this space somewhere. Oh, and you saw that there was another shot, and that shot came from over here. A tank, I think, can be halfway over the red line. So, based on the way the shot came out, it looks like he was halfway over the red line. And the shot looks like it came right from the red line. So either the gun is at the back, mounted at the back of his tank, or the shot that tracer might draw from within the barrel. I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is, we see the tracer, we know which direction they're aimed at, but we don't know where the tank is physically located. I'm still trying to figure this out. I have had success at hitting tanks using this method before. It did not work in this game. So I'm going to rewind, and you're going to see both of those shots again. I hope it shows them. Okay, there's the first one. I'm trying to... Oh, that's why. And there's the second one. So this first shot, I didn't shoot deep enough. I missed. I landed in front of him. And the second one, I shot to the right of the tank. I didn't get the shot lined up where I actually saw the tracer come from. I think it was a little bit to the left. So I made those mistakes when I was aiming. But those tanks in general remained in those two areas throughout the game. So there was my second try, and you'll note that I missed. But they must be very suspicious to see artillery fire coming in at them and being so close. The only thing I can do is wait for them to fire again. The bat chat might have a 5-second reload. And, okay, so you probably saw that the tank, one of the tanks had moved to this area. We don't know which one did. I think it was the one that was over here. I think he moved over to here. And I think the one that's back here is still back here, but I'm not sure. Oh, so there's another shot. So that one I saw where he was, but I still didn't hit him. So these are a few mistakes I made. Like I said, I'm still learning how to hit these unspotted tanks. I do have a game where I absolutely nailed the tank. It was on Prokhorovka, and I think it was an M40 or an M44. Either I was playing that or that's what I was shooting at. So let's see what happens. And it can be a long time because it can take 30 seconds to maybe even 50 seconds in the higher tiers for a tank to reload. So you have to wait a long time before they take their shot. You'll also notice that some of the houses have damage to them. They were not caused by these tanks. Okay, so there's the other tank. Oh, there were just 2 shots. But I hit the house, number 1. And number 2, I think I aimed at absolutely the wrong spot. I should have aimed more like right there. But this is a learning process. I still don't know the secret to pinpointing where the tanks are. I'm going to figure it out someday, though. So based on what we last saw, there was a tank that shot from here, and there was a tank that shot from here. And also, this works with every tank. It doesn't work just with SPGs. Okay, so there's another one. But like I said, I don't know where he is. Oh, I hope I didn't shoot for that. That was a terrible shot. Obviously, the shot came from this bush area. And where I'm aiming is absolutely the wrong spot. But this is part of the learning process that I'm going through to try to figure out how to do this. You'll note that we did lose the SPG on our team already, my ally. So at that point, I probably gave up on trying to hit those SPGs because, as you can see, it's 5 to 9. So the enemy is probably going to close in on me really soon. Obviously it's 6 to 12. There's only a few tanks left in the game. It looks like the enemy is right behind me.
Be alarmed. This vehicle has had it.
Okay, so that's the Crusader SP. This was one of my first dedicated attempts to trying to locate hidden SPGs. That's the strategy I'm using. Obviously, all of my shots were way off, but eventually you're going to find that I will have a video. Today is, I think, July 7th. Eventually I will come up with a video, July 7th, 2015. Eventually I will have a video where I will succeed at doing it. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please post below.